Hi guys. So in the last video, we saw how Oath 2.0 works. Okay. And here we saw like access token were getting generated. Okay. So in interview, they may ask you like how you people were generating access token. Can you explain it? Okay. So for that, what you have to do, you have to tell like, so every like organization or like every company, for example, suppose whether it is Microsoft, Amazon, uh, Google, or Salesforce or IBM. So all clouds are there, okay. And wherever these clouds are there, then users used to get registered and the work accordingly, okay. So for every user registered on those organizations, so they will be having certain rights, okay, to perform some operations, not everything, okay. Only admin user used to have right for everything, okay. And different user will be having different roles and responsibilities, okay. And based on those roles and responsibility, one access token will get generated, okay. Okay, and that access token, people will be using it to do further to access the APIs, okay, what and all operations they want to perform. So I'll be showing it to you in this video, okay. So to generate access token, so first of all, every different organization will be providing some thing like this, okay. Services auth 2 token, okay, some API they will give, okay. And you don't need to worry about that. Developers or your PO will be providing you this information, okay. So this is what the access token for any particular company, whether it is IBM, Microsoft. So for different companies, different this access token URL will be there. Apart from that, so there is client ID and client secret. Suppose your organization is getting registered with IBM, okay, to use their features, or Microsoft Azure to use their features. So when they will register, no, so one client ID and client secret will get generated, okay. And this client ID and client secret will be very important to generate access token, okay. So first thing we saw, like this is the URL, okay. You got one URL from the like IBM or Azure or anywhere, okay. And then you got client ID and client secret, okay. Then user ID, like for which user you want to generate access token, okay. And password of that user, okay. Now now how it will look like. So when you go here, see, this is what the base URL, okay. The base URL, then that services auth 2 token, and then this is these are the information you need to provide. When you will hit this send button, okay, currently this is not configured, so I'll not get anything, okay. But in your organization, when you'll go, so this authentication will be enabled over there, okay. And so these information they'll provide you, and they will give you some API to hit that and get access token. And that access token, how it will look like, just yeah, how it will look like, this will look like this, okay. When you'll hit that API, then you'll get response. In that response, you will get this kind of access token, okay. Now you got the access token. So based on different users, okay, for this user, okay, here it will be user ID, okay. So for this user, this password, these are the details. When you send this, one access token will come, and in that access token, it will be like mentioned in some encrypted form, like this user is having this information, okay. So if you'll provide some other user ID, then for that user ID, different access token will get generated. Now suppose for this user ID, you have access to delete user, okay, but not to add user. So now when you will get one access token after hitting this send button, you will get one access token. So that access token, whenever you will try to access the APIs, okay, either this or whatever API, okay. So you need to go to headers, and then you have to provide like authorization, okay. Here type authorization, and here you need to provide that access token. So before providing that access token, you need to define like this: bearer, and then you have to paste that access token. For example, suppose this is the access token, okay. Now see, this is what the access token is there. Now suppose, now if I'll try to hit this, okay, click on send. So this is to create user, okay, add user, okay, to the database. This is like the payload, but this user is not having access to add user, okay. So in that case this, in this access token, okay, this bearer access token, every information is available, whether this user is having access to create user or not. If this user is not having and user will send this, then user will get forbidden error, for not 3 error, okay, like this user is not having permission to add that. If this user is having access, then your request will be success and you'll get the successful response. So this is how access token used to get generated in any organization, okay. Hope you would have got clear idea about this and how to send it. So everything developers will tell you, you don't need to worry much about this, but in interview they will be going to ask you, suppose you, if you don't have any prior experience, then these things, if they'll ask you, then these things you can tell in interview, okay. This is more than enough, okay. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you.